Hello, this is me testing if this will work, and I'm trying to see if recording on OBS Studio is a better option compared to just recording using the camera of the computer. Of course, I'm using the camera of the computer, but this is using another software. Welcome to my room. It's strange talking to a camera by yourself, but I'll try to make it look like I'm talking to my sister because she's my friend. So let's start with there's this whole thing with AI going around everywhere. I live in a third world country and I find it interesting. Most of my YouTube content consists of people talking about AI. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it a bubble? Right now, most of my content is filled with a lot of why is AI a bubble and the like. I am taking a different approach this time. I am going to try to do something useful. And what is that something useful? I'm still going to try to learn how to code. I'm a doctor right now. I am 29. I'll be turning 30 next year. And I'm trying to work through my life. I do not want to be a doctor for the rest of my life, but I would like to work in medicine for the rest of my life. That is integrating technology into medicine. Now, how this works, I have no idea right now. All I know is I have an interest in technology and I'd like that interest to mature into something useful and something that will help other people, especially help countries like mine, countries in the third world. This is not my first time trying to do something with coding. I have tried it before. I did it when I was in my seventh year of med school. I did build a website for a bit. I've tried going into web development here and there, but most of the time it doesn't really work as I intend, so to say. I am a decent coder. Wouldn't say I could, if I needed to do something, there are a few things I could look up. I understand the language of programming. Most of the things that people can tell me in a programming sense at a basic level, I could understand. I know how to work in Django. I had forgotten that a bit, so I decided, let me go ahead and restart my life um, with Django. So I decided to go into the whole programming, started from scratch again. So where am I right now? Right now, I am reading the book Django for Beginners, which shouldn't be something I should be reading because I'm not technically a beginner, so to say. I'm not starting from scratch. Forgive the video quality, but this is what you get when this is all you can get. So I am now almost done, and that is fucking exciting. I like the fact that I'm almost done with the book. I'm on chapter 15. I think there only remains to be chapter 16 as well as what else? I'm remaining with chapter 16 only. I'm remaining with chapter 15 and 16, which will talk about integrating comments in chapter 16, and then we'll talk about deployment in chapter 17. One of my biggest fears is I do not want to spend money to deploy because I don't have the money. I feel like it would be an expense, and I don't think I would get a lot of users or people visiting whatever I would create because it's mostly niche. I'm doing it by myself. It's a product that I'm only developing for me. Now, why am I excited? I'm excited because once I am done doing this book, reading this book, practicing what is in the book, I intend to go into writing a project. But before I do that, I'm going to go into what do you call it? I'm going to go into just learning how the class-based system goes with Django. That way, I skip the whole generic class-based system. I've enjoyed the book, but using the generic class-based system, no, I don't think that's for me. It does not feel very granular, for lack of a better term. I'm not really able to control much of the code. too much is required for me to go back up and change things. It feels a bit more complicated. I'm not supposed to be afraid to get into the weeds of things, but I do not have the time to always be doing these things into grotesque detail, for lack of a better term. So I am opting to go with a class based system. I think it will be much better for me and it will be easier for me to pick up and move on from there. That said, once I'm done with that, my next project will be we have these standard treatment guidelines in our country that I use them, other people I believe use them. We have the pediatric guidelines, and these are the two fields of branches of medicine that I know have guidelines. Anyway, they seem to be the only ones that could have guidelines. So let's move on to why I want to build one. When I just started my internship, one of the challenges I experienced was that sometimes getting a hold of guidelines was difficult. I would have to ask friends in the group, get ahead, call people. Do you have this guideline? Do you have that guideline? Others would have them, others would not. But I think it would be better if every doctor in Zambia had a consolidated place where you could get all these guidelines in one place. One, where I could easily download them as PDFs as they already are, and two, where I could read them online if you so preferred. So my job, at least this year or this month, I don't know how long it will take for. I think building the website might not take a long time because it's pretty generic stuff. It's an article or it's a page with the content and then you post it. The difficulties will be in one, deployment, two, getting people to use it, and three, is this going to be something that the next person would want to use? So I would like to put all of that together, make sure it works well, and then if it does work well, we can then go on to ask other people to use it. I think I will try to use Python anywhere. I don't know what recommended deployment system this book will use. Python anywhere is good because if people don't use it, it will shut down. If people use it, then I have somewhere to go. With Python anywhere, maybe I'll change at some point. I'll change my thing to something else. I will try not to have users in the beginning so that I don't have a burden of, oh, I need people to log in. I just want to be able to move things more smoothly. If I need to rewrite things, if I need to add content, delete it, it will be so much easier if I do not have users in the beginning, but only have content to begin with. So that's what I want to do. I hope it's a success. I am trying to do the best I can for myself and to continue learning, to keep learning, not be intimidated by the fact that there's AI coming and so learning to code might not be a useful thing, but I'm going to do that. Oh, by the way, I enrolled in a data science course, master's. I hope it works out for me. I hope I do very well in it, and I hope it pays off. Okay, that's the end. I'm sorry I rambled through, but at least now you get to know a bit about me, a bit about my plans. I hope this is a success. I'm going to try to post about where my progress will be, but for now, this is all I have for you. Great. Okay.